Hi guys, my name is Hannah Combs, and the book I chose is Our Solar System by Seymour Simon. He is actually one of the most prolific writers for children's science books because he has written over 300 books on the subject of science. He graduated from Bronx High School for Science and then moved on to the City College of New York. He was a former science teacher for 23 years before he decided to hang his teaching hat and sign up for writing. Now he continues to write and travel around to schools to show his love for science and teaching as well. The reason why I chose this book is actually for my love of science. It was really easy to choose a book by Simon because he's one of the has so many books about science, and I've always been really interested about the solar system, so that's why I was able to choose that book. He has also won many awards that include the American Association for Achievements of Science, so that's a huge deal. The book is actually mostly like factual based, so it doesn't really have a summary, but you get to start off by reading about how the solar system began and how it works, and then you get to dive through each planet in our solar system and explore them throughout the photos provided. So 7 interesting things that I found while reading the text is one, although to us the sun seems very unique and one of a kind, it's actually one of nearly 100 to 400 billion. So that's pretty crazy. 2, the sun isn't even the brightest or biggest out of them all. So our sun seems so big and so bright to us, but there's one that's even twice as big and twice as bright, so that's insane to me. 3, if the sun was hollowed out, it could hold 1.3 million Earths. 4, 6 of the 8 planets in our solar system have moons, so it's not just Earth. 5, Mercury is the closest planet to the sun and got its name from the Greeks after their fastest messenger. 6, after Earth's moon, Venus is the brightest object in our night sky. That's where we're able to see Venus sometimes when it's not too bright, and if you don't live in the city, then you can see it. 7, NASA has a spacecraft called Mangala that orbited Venus for 4 years before crash landing, and has actually been able to cover nearly 98% of Venus, so that's why we have so many incredible pictures, and we actually know the craters and stuff like that sizes on Venus. So after evaluating the text, the accuracy is pretty accurate because the author has really worked well with NASA and other space programs to make his book even more enhanced and more precise. So the category for this nonfiction book, I would put it under factual nonfiction because almost every sentence in this book is actually fact. The structure is expository style because it starts off by stating how the solar system began, and then goes over each planet kind of in order, starting with the sun and then through all the 8 planets. So the organization pattern, I would say, is description because it's kind of like, okay, this is the sun, here it is. This is Earth, this is about Earth kind of thing. So it's very description based. The style makes the readers want to read more, starting with the actual title of the book because it says Our Solar System. So it kind of like gives you a possession, like you possess the solar system. So to a child, it's like, oh my gosh, like it's my solar system. I need to learn more about it. The organizational tools, the book has a table of contents index, notes about the authors, glossary. So if you want to read about Saturn, you just go to Saturn, page whatever, and then you go flip to that. So the graphics and visual features are actually pretty amazing in this book. The book uses many photographs of all the planets and diagrams to show the readers what's being described in text. So like if it's describing these are the order of the planets, it gives you a picture of the order and like the actual orbit. So that's pretty cool. So how did the text enhance my understanding of the topic? So I found some pretty cool things that I either was never taught or didn't find interesting until I could really understand and grasp what they're saying. So as you get older, you come to understand things more, and rereading information I was taught at a younger age when I didn't really understand the topic is so much different now. Because when you, like one of my facts, if 1.3 million Earths, like, okay, 1.3, but then when you finally, like when I'm older now and I can understand like just how big Earth is, that sounds like insane to me. So it's really cool to reread something or come back to a topic that you thought you knew, but now that you're older, really reread it, and it's just like amazing to me. So I would put this book for ages 4 to 6th grade for the words and the understanding of the topic. Kids aren't really going to be able to read through the book if they don't really know what each word is like saying and what it means. That's why I put it at the 4th to 6th grade level. So I would totally recommend this book for children and for teachers to read in the classroom because it takes a really dense topic and describes it beautifully and really easy to understand. So thanks.